COVID slammed the brakes on the audiovisual industry the world over, but different sectors and different territories have been hit quite differently. No one could have foreseen the impact, but with many of those challenges still ongoing, we asked a selection of Dubai-based companies specifically how it had affected their business in the region and how they have been negotiating their next steps forward.
Well, COVID took every company by surprise. At the beginning stages, it was a very uncertain moment for every person in the industry. I think a lot of the rental partners that we have, felt it the worst. Install kept on moving, trickling away. From our side, yes, we did definitely take a hit. We had to take precautions and, measures to do things to, keep the unknown as good as possible. We basically did a lot of investment in not just infrastructure and, build a TQM system to quality control everything a lot better to be able to scale up. But we also invested in, the people in terms of their training, their orientations, and that's what we kept on doing. Be committed to the market, be supportive to the market, be in the market to, get that good result in terms of not today, but when we think the market does pick up again, be there for the market to support them.
Initially, it was a little tough time when the COVID started. Our major business is from the retail. So the retail business is affected a lot at the beginning, 2-3 months time, but we slowly picked up by the online marketing and then social media, a lot of promotions and dealer network. So we have worked very hard to get this kind of business.
We've done a lot better than we expected. We've had business from previous years actually materialize. We recently did 2 huge projects in Saudi Arabia, and we're very excited about it. So honestly, I think we actually had a very good year compared to what other companies have had. And I mean, I guess in the general sense, COVID time expectations, we've done very, very well.
Initially it was a demand problem when the pandemic started. A lot of people couldn't go to work, to office, school, so there was a demand issue. Now it's completely shifted to the other end of the scale where there's a supply challenge. And every company is going through it. And what we're trying to do to mitigate the challenge is having transparency. We're telling our partners, hey, let us know about the demand, the projects, and we're making sure that we have that information so we can plan ahead.
There's a great shortage of products globally, so we are not the victim alone. The whole world is facing because of the COVID and things like that. A lot of raw materials, even the cables, they don't find copper or all the plastic, whatever it is. There's a great shortage. But we as a thing, because we started 2 years back, and initially we have invested a lot of stock inventory. I had a great inventory.
Our business is pretty well balanced when we look at our professional business. So we've got areas of our business that clearly took a big hit. So live production over the last 18 months has been pretty much decimated. So we've got a lot of customers that had to shed jobs and there was no production going on as such. It's just starting to return. A big focus for Sennheiser is in education, and education has seen an acceleration of this demand for blended and hybrid learning. So that's something that, because we've been very focused on that particular vertical, because we already have the products that those customers demand, we've seen a big increase. The supply chain obviously has been hugely impacted. So from component level, we're seeing challenges across the board, and obviously that's industry-wide, and then compounded by the logistics issue of containers being in the wrong area of the world. So I think Sennheiser have done a really good job in managing what has been an extremely volatile situation. We've managed to maintain a pretty consistent supply despite everything that's going on. So I think that's where we're seeing an opportunity to win business, support our customers, make sure that there is a continuity of supply that perhaps isn't always the case elsewhere.